Hey guys, what is up? It is SkullFlag44 here, and I am recording another commentary. Not really another, I guess another for my channel. Um, but I played some Black Ops yesterday, and I got lots of gameplay. And by getting lots of gameplay, I mean I played quite a few games, and I recorded all my games. That turned into my gameplay because I figured going for games that are like really entertaining gameplay. I don't really want to do that. Like I don't know. I'm sure when Black Ops 2 comes out, I'll probably be playing that a lot just for good old fun, and then I'll have gameplay from that. But for just playing right now, I'm just playing. I'm not really going for some super hard games. I'm going for some good score, nice KD. I don't really know, just having some fun. Um, and I don't really have anything to talk about this commentary. I'm just gonna talk about whatever I can think of, just because I don't know. Like I have all these gameplays ready. I have them all edited, ready for to be put into a commentary. And I was just like, I should do a video. And I do have some other Star Wars Battlefront gameplay, but I haven't posted any Black Ops in a while, so I figured I'd just do this for now. And I think that should be pretty sweet, and hopefully you guys enjoy this, whatever I end up talking about, or I enjoy it later when I watch it 20 years from now, or whatever it turns out to be. So I just really enjoyed playing Black Ops the other day. It was just great fun. I like after playing this, I'm just super stoked for Black Ops 2 again. I'm not really sure what I'm going to pre-order, because they don't have like the Prestige Edition, and I'm not really sure if I want to get that. I'm not really sure if I want to get Elite, renew my Elite thing, but I figure if it's $100 to get Black Ops 2 with you get like the Prestige Edition that comes with Elite or whatever. I'll probably get it. I'll probably end up getting it because I don't know, might as well. And but this will probably be my last, like Black Ops 2 will be the last like Call of Duty I end up pre-ordering, I would imagine, or pre-ordering Prestige Edition at least. We'll see with Modern Warfare 4, whatever the next one is. But if Black Ops 2 disappoints, then I won't have much faith for Modern Warfare 4, whatever the next Infinity Ward game is, just because Modern Warfare 3 it wasn't a terrible game. Like, let's get that straight. A lot of people will say like, oh, Modern Warfare 3, oh, that game is, freaking terrible or whatever. But it's not a terrible game. Like, I mean, on the standard of just a regular game, it's an extraordinary game. But for, a Call of Duty, it's not the greatest game. It's not the greatest part of the series. So, like, I don't really know what they can improve off of it, but here's what I imagine. I imagine Black Ops 2 comes out, and then the next Call of Duty will be on the next console, and that'll be everyone, kind of wipe the slate clean, sort of. And so that's how I would imagine they play it off, because I don't know how they can make Modern Warfare 4 appealing on the same console, because it seems like, I don't know, they had Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was great, but it just had a few things they needed fixed, and everyone's like, okay, if they fix those things, it'll be awesome. Let's pre-order it and buy it, because it should be great. And then they did that, and it was like, alright, I mean, people were still frustrated with it, and it's like, people don't really have a thing to yell about the game, they just don't really like it. Obviously, they pick some things to yell out, but it's not like there's a major flaw in the game. It just isn't that, enjoyable. Like, it doesn't last as long just because that's, the way people play the Call of Duties. I don't really know. It just isn't all that good, in comparison to the Call of Duties, of course. But like I have like 4 days on the game, which is still like a lot of time. Like in compared to any other game, that's probably the most I've put on a game in the past year or so. Well, probably Minecraft I put more on too, but on Xbox or whatever. That's like the only game I play on Xbox. So with Black Ops 2, people are like, oh, Modern or Black Ops was great. There is definitely some things they can improve off of. They're doing the whole taking. I mean, David Vonderhaar is taking everything from community. Everyone's super stoked for that. So it's gonna be interesting for sure, just to see what they decide to do with it, and how maybe MLG works with it and all that fun stuff. So I'm excited. I think it should be good. We'll see. It can like either revive the Call of Duty franchise and bring it back to the top, and pave a nice road for Modern Warfare 4, or it can just kind of bring the Call of Duty franchise down to the bottom, I think, because people still think like, I don't know, if people go back and start saying Modern Warfare 3 was like, oh, I'm gonna go back and play Modern Warfare 3, like that sounds like a ton of fun. It was really a great game. Here's from during the like prime of Modern Warfare 3. I guess not really the prime, but during the summer. I haven't really played it that much recently, but here's what I'm going to say for it, where I don't go look back and be all nostalgic about it or whatever. It's a good game. It's not great in comparison to other Call of Duties, but definitely fun. Nothing really wrong with it. Ton of fun to play around with. I'd definitely see myself going back to play it, but it's not like, it's definitely in the state of the community too. It's not like it was just an amazing game that's capturing everyone's attention. Everyone's kind of done with it at this point. So if people go back and say, "Oh, Modern Warfare 3, was so awesome," I actually did think, I do think it's a good game, but it's not so awesome and so awesome that it's like, oh, so good. So people are gonna try to do that where they're like, "Oh, I never thought it was bad." I don't think it's bad, but I don't know. There's a lot of people that complain about it, and that really over exaggerate. But there's a lot of people that are gonna be, when Black Ops 2 comes out, like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and play Modern Warfare 4. That game was so much more fun." Because a lot of people are gonna just, right when the game comes out, before they even try it, like, "Oh, game sucks," just because they think, "Oh, I'll just catch that trend or whatever, because I assume it's gonna suck or whatever." I don't know. And here, that's kind of, come on, like, what am I supposed to do about that? I'm inside the building and the chopper gunner just shoots me through there. So moving on to a different topic, since this is just a free ball commentary. I watched the Mariners game today. They have won 4 straight games in a row. I guess I could have just said 4 straight games, not really in a row. So you probably assume that. So they swept the Royals, which is pretty awesome. I'm excited. They're 47 and 57, which means they're 10 games under 500. So they're climbing back up. By the end of the season, they get to 500 or maybe even over 500. I will be super happy. That'd be awesome, because that was kind of my goal for the season, even though I have no control over what happens. I guess maybe if you say, "Oh, you're a fan, if you go to the game, you can really influence blah blah blah." Okay, come on, really. But this is like my favorite time of the year. Not really, but like, as far as baseball goes, it's a really exciting time, because it's the trade deadline's coming up, so there's lots of good trades happening, and this has been a really active trade deadline, where the Mariners have traded Ichiro, so that was a big deal. Now they're looking to trade Brandon League and maybe some other guys, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. The trade deadline is July 31st, so that's coming up in the next few days. It's July 29th as I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm posting this, so that it should be interesting to see what they do, what prospects we get back, and what that how we can build the future. And I'm sure it'd even be more exciting if we were in contention. So I'm excited for that to happen, because as long as I've been a real fan of the Mariners, like, I've always been a fan of the Mariners, but not like a watch the games fan, I guess. Like, let's say it was 3 years ago. It was spring break. I was on, and I saw the Mariners were playing. I was like, "Oh, it's opening day, weird." And then I just kind of watched for the next 3 years or whatever. So as long as I've been a fan, they haven't been doing, like, they've been bad, but they've had a season that was like all right, and everyone was pretty happy with. But then they haven't been in a position where they'd be considered a buyer at the trade deadline. So when that happens, and hopefully they're building prospects to do that, by 2014 we should be able to get in that position, and that'll be awesome. But the one thing about our division, which is kind of tough, because the AL West, where the Mariners play, has always been kind of like the laughed at division, I guess, because we only have 4 teams. Next year we'll have 5 teams. But the Texas is really good. They've won the AL the past 2 years. The Angels are really good. They got Albert Pujols. They just got Zach Greinke. And then the Athletics have come on strong, and they're in the wild card right now. And so now we'll be adding a 5th team. I mean, granted, they're the Astros, and they'll probably only help us because the Astros are terrible. But they we have a lot of competition, the AOS. So hopefully, if we can get all the AOS teams finished above 500, that'd be pretty sweet, because that seems to only happen in the AL East, because obviously that's probably the best division. So that's kind of this commentary. Winding it down here. I'm gonna go play Ultimate Frisbee in about 2 hours, which should be fun. I've had some weird foot injuries. I hurt my toes, and then I have been off my toes trying to let them heal, so I've been using my heel more. And that's kind of been hurt because I've been landing on it, because I don't want to land on my toes because they're still sore. Even pressing, I can't use them completely, but I don't really notice them that much anymore, or don't really notice the pain. just because I don't really feel much pain because I've learned to avoid it. So a nice little game plan outpost, or not on outpost. Oh, my line's been corrupted. But on array, which a lot of people say is like terrible map, but it's really not all that bad in comparison. Modern for 3 maps, which are just terrible, but you know, you probably heard that before. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and I will see you guys next time. Later.